Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to another video, and today I'm on a bit of a mission. I am going to have a rummage in some of the more budget stores and supermarkets in their homeware departments just to see what they've got. I don't know about you, but I kind of feel like Easter was so early this year, so I did all my Easter decorating, spring decorating, maybe a bit earlier than normal, I'm not sure, but I kind of feel like I'm ready for another bit of a sort of freshen up. And I just wanted to see what the budget stores have got. Some of them are doing an incredible job, and I think sometimes the problem is it can be a bit overwhelming. You can kind of walk into one of these places and just think, oh no, this is not for me. But the trick is to be able to kind of have a bit of a look, take your time, maybe pick out a few things, take them home, see how they work out, in your home with the things that you've already got. If you don't like them, you can always return them. But that's my mission today. So I've pulled up outside Asda. Now, Asda isn't somewhere that I normally shop very much, probably because I don't do my grocery shopping there. But yeah, it's not too far from me, so I'm going to go in and have a look and see what they've got. There's also there's a Dunelm here. There's a B&M stores. Might even have a look in Poundland. I've heard good things about their home decor just now. There's a HomeSense TK Maxx, so not quite sure where the day is going to take us, but I'm going to bring you along and let you have a look. So let's head on in and see what we can find. So of course the Stacey Solomon range in Asda is really the kind of celebrity range. I feel like there's still a lot of Easter stuff in the range. I'm sure there's a lot of bunnies still around. I'm sure there'll be a summer range coming, but it doesn't seem like it's in stores yet. Yeah, definitely still all the spring stuff with all the kind of bunny range is still very much in store. I'm sure there'll be a new range coming for summer, but it's not here yet. Not at this Asda anyway. I did really quite like this vase. A lot of these ranges are a bit too kind of country for my home, but I quite like this vase with the dot design. It's nice to have something with a narrow neck because it keeps the stems together. So I do quite like that. This is the kind of thing that I mean that you have to see on its own out of everything that you're seeing around it. So this kind of faux stoneware vase, it's not heavy enough to be stone. It's probably made of some sort of resin, but yeah, sort of Greek style, and it probably would look quite nice with some olive branch stems. But you're not going to see it in its full glory when it's all surrounded by all this stuff. You kind of really have to take it home and see what it looks like in your home environment. I did spot these. If you really like that kind of dot pattern that's in just now, then we've got these mugs and they're only £1. They've got them in a pale grey, they've got them in black, and they've got them in a mid-grey colour. But yeah, for only £1, that's incredible. So I definitely feel like Asda had that kind of in-between seasons feel about it. As I said, the Stacey Solomon range, which is their kind of main celebrity collaboration, yeah, still definitely all the spring stuff in there. They don't feel like they've moved into summer mode yet. They did have a lot of their kind of outdoor stuff in, their like garden things, but it just didn't feel super inspiring, if I'm totally honest. Yeah, they did have a few bits, but I wasn't blown away. So I have come to Dunelm, and it's next door to B&M stores. So let's go and take a look and see if we have more luck in there. do love a full stem, and I'm kind of intrigued by this. It's got a little short stalk, and then it's kind of trailing. What do they call it? They're saying it's a trailing pine bush. Might be quite interesting. I quite like these, maybe for a little accent in the kitchen, kind of like a little oil jar. But yeah, only £5. It's quite a nice little accent piece. Here's a great wee deal for you if you just need some plain natural napkins. So these ones are on sale from £4 down to £2.80 for a set of 4. That's really good. Nice and soft feeling too. That's a great deal. I always think they've got a really good range of just napkins and tablecloths, placemats. Looks like they're just selling the placemats now, kind of individually rolled and wrapped, so you can mix and match or whatever you want to do, which is good. Some nice natural tablecloths too. I like this range too. So this one with the what does it say it is? Banana leaf. And then they've got these ones, kind of almost like a sort of raffia type with the black edges. Really nice, just a little bit different. I do love these blue colours. I think for summer, imagine a lovely garden table set for a barbecue or summer lunch. These blues would be absolutely lovely. I do like these mugs for summer too. I'm always drawn to blue and white in summer. But yeah, for £4 that's pretty good. And I like green. I like this range too actually. Nice and brightly coloured. That's more your thing. Got a good range of different lovely kind of summer patterns and things here. These are a great idea if you just want to freshen up your outdoor cushions, because it's just the cushion cover and they're water resistant as well. So they're coming in a 3-pack for £10, which is really good value. 43 by 43 is a pretty standard size. They've got different colour hues, they've got sort of tropical, they've got more kind of neutrals. Yeah, it's a good idea. I really like this style of towel with the kind of fringed edge. I'm looking for something like that for my bathroom, and I think this kind of rich cream would actually match my tile quite well, so that might be an option. It's a nice texture, just nice and natural. Yeah, I like that. So here I go with my blue and white again. But I think these for summer would be lovely. I don't like the pad that's in them, so I think I would switch out the pad. You can do that because they've got a zip. And they're only £8, which even just for the cushion cover alone I think is a really good deal. Yeah, I like those. So that was a bit embarrassing and slightly hilarious. So I put my token in. I was going to get a cart, a trolley, and the token got stuck, and for the life of me I could not get it out, couldn't get the trolley out. I would have just left it, it's only £1, but it's actually the token that's on my keyring, and I kind of wanted the token back. So I went into the store, was going to wait and speak to someone, see if they could come out and help me, and this older man tapped me on the shoulder and handed me the token. God love him, he'd been watching me struggling, trying to get this thing back out my trolley. He must have had some tools in his car, and he'd gone behind me and with some pliers had got it out for me and came into the store to find me to hand it to me, which was so lovely, honestly. When people do things like that, it just restores your faith in humanity. If you like the whole scalloped edge theme, then this sort of thing is quite good, just for putting on your kitchen worktop, corralling maybe a candle, a little vase. It's only £8, that's pretty good. Again, I feel like at just £6, this is the sort of thing that you need to kind of take away from everything that's round about it. And if you saw that just, in the corner of a kitchen, or maybe just on your mantle, you'd never believe it was only £6. And the rib pattern is really kind of on trend just now. So yeah, that's a great little find. This trend is going nowhere, the kind of ribbed glassware. These little tea lights are really cute, only £1.50, and it's a really good way just to give a nod to a trend if you don't want to invest a whole lot in it. Just, maybe something plain vase with a couple of these at the base would look really nice. Spotted these now. They're little plant sprayers. Would I ever spray a plant with it? Maybe not, but I think for £4 it actually would make a really cute little accent. Just sitting out on your kitchen worktop or on your hall table or maybe front porch, where beside where you keep your plants. I think it'd be a cute little accent with the kind of brass colour. It seems to come in a sort of green, and this one is a more kind of clear. I don't know if it's deliberate or if they're just slightly different colours. But yeah, that's cute. I have to say I am a sucker for lemons when it comes to kind of summer decor, garden, picnic wear, barbecue bits, that kind of thing. So yeah, I mean, these are great just for taking away for picnics and things like that. I quite like this shape of glass actually. You don't see them this shape very often. These are great. £4 just for keeping the flies off your food if you're having a barbecue. These are really quite good. Yeah, they've got quite a few little bits here. Again, if you're not somebody that likes to do lots of colour, you'd probably just walk right past this, but right at the bottom here, you can see these cushion pads. Now, just a lovely pale summery green and cream, and if you took them away from all the rest of the colour and just mixed them up in your garden just with some neutrals, some other whites and creams, maybe a little bit of the green, you'd get a completely different effect. So yeah, you've got to be willing to take them out from the riot of colour that they are in amongst. So here in the range, spotted these, which are quite nice. The set of 2 wooden plates, really nice on a kitchen island or just on a side table. Put maybe a candle and a little ornament, or maybe a reed diffuser and something, just put a couple of seasonal accents together. I also quite like these. I think they're £6.99. Nice on an outside table. You'd have to bring them in at night, obviously, but it'd be nice if you were having people around with some candles in the middle of the table, or even indoors. Conservatory maybe, sunroom, be nice. I also really like these, and I think for £3.99 that's an incredible deal. So they are just tea light holders, but with the reeded glass, and then they've got a mirror at the back. These are just going to absolutely sparkle. So maybe on a fireplace or on a side table against a wall. Not necessarily a summer accent, although maybe on an outside table just at dusk would be very pretty in the summer. Yeah, quite like these. And the other thing these would be great for, if you imagine two of them back to back as a table centre, so that whichever side of the table you're on, you're going to be able to see the sparkling tea lights. I think that would work really well. Here's another great find. This is the first place, other than online, that I've seen in the UK moss balls, and they're a great size because they're just nice and small. Now, they're marked as Easter decor, but for me, these are just great in kind of summer table centres. Yeah, just a great kind of thing to have in your sort of decor kit, if you like. The ones I've got are much bigger than this, but these are a really great size just for tucking into little displays and things. So yeah, £1.99, that is a really good deal. And these kind of papery vase fillers or bowl fillers are great mixed in with the moss balls as well. And that's a really good deal because these are what, £3.99? So yeah, that's a pretty good deal too. Here's another scalloped edge tray. I feel like this is much more substantial than the other one that we saw. It's sort of much chunkier. Yeah, I quite like this one. That would be nice on a side table, you know, just with a vase in it and a candle, though it'd have to be quite tall to peek over the edge. And this is quite interesting too at £9.99. It's just like a little sort of ginger jar shaped vase. But it's quite pretty, and in the summer you maybe want to change up some of your ornaments, your accents and accessories for like lighter colours, and you know, with this having the holes in it, it's just nice and light and airy looking. I spotted these as well. So these are cement candle holders at £4.99, and they are heavy, really heavy. But yeah, that would be nice. Maybe on your mantle or coffee table, but it's really heavy. So yeah, you'd have to have the right spot for it, but that would be nice and light and airy. Well, not light in weight, but yeah, it would just bring that kind of light colour into your decor for summer. And then in the same theme, they've got these abstract bookends, but these are that same very, very heavy kind of stoneware, but that would be nice, you know, on a shelf with a couple of decor books in the middle. But yeah, just lighten up the whole space. These are interesting too, so down to £4.99. And just a candle holder, but the way that the glass is cut, that would just twinkle the light so much. You could either put a candle in it, or you could just put some, you know, twinkle lights on a battery, kind of, because there's enough probably pattern on the glass that you wouldn't see the battery pack maybe. But yeah, that's a pretty good deal as well. The faux stems are usually quite good in here. I'm just having a look at this one, which is supposed to be a Gypsophila one. But I think, you know, for summer, a couple of these in a vase would look pretty nice, kind of spring into summer. And I think they're only £2 each, which is a steal.
Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found.
These bowls as well, you know, you're just at this time of year just looking for things you can switch out just to give your home that lighter, brighter feel for spring and summer. I love the texture on this, it's really interesting, and it's only £7.99.
That I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, we hold each other tight. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say that I love you. Ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh, you, ooh, ooh.
See, here I am being drawn to the blue again. I don't have a single spot of blue in my home, but I do love them.
You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say.
I'm actually thinking about maybe something like this, which is a cutting board, but you could just put it in the corner of your kitchen and just kind of style it up, you know, with a candle and a little vase or something like that, rather than one that's on a riser. That might work just as well. You've always got an extra chopping board if you need it. See, something like this shell can actually be a good summer accent. Now, as long as you don't go too over the top and have the whole seaside theme going on, just one carefully placed item, if you take it away from all the other bits and just have it on its own, you know, on a shelf or on a side table, it really does just, you know, you'd probably have to kind of look at it and go, oh, it's a shell. But yeah, just a nod to the season. This one doesn't seem to be priced, neither's the other one, but yeah, just shows you what you can do. So it's the next day, I'm back home again. I thought I would just share with you all the little bits and pieces that I picked up yesterday. So the first thing I picked up was in Asda. I did pick up these wooden salad tongs, which I think they were £4, which was a pretty good deal. I've got a couple of sets of metal ones, didn't have any wooden ones. Hoping to do lots of entertaining over the summer months, lots of salads and things, so I thought they would be pretty useful. So yeah, some extra salad tongs. And then next we went into Dunelm, and I did pick up two of these trailing pine bush faux plants. I just liked the way they looked, the kind of trailing aspect. I've never really seen anything like that before in faux plants, having the kind of short stem and then the trailing effect. So yeah, I'm thinking styling wise, maybe on my mantle or maybe on the back side of the island unit here, I could put them in with trailing. Maybe on one of the shelf units in the room next door, kind of trailing down. Seems like there's lots of different options for them. And yeah, so these were £8. So it's called Trailing Pine Bush. I'll try and link everything that I found in the description box below, just so that you can easily get to it. But yeah, so I picked up two of these. I also picked up, that was Dunelm. I also did pick up the little kind of, it's almost like a miniature Greek urn. I just thought styling wise that would be quite nice on a little decor riser, maybe on the island unit or in the corner of the kitchen, or even on the kind of sideboard or on a side table. I always think things of different heights look really well grouped together. And so in your kind of decor kit that you're going to be using, you know, to switch things out seasonally, it's quite nice just to have a few different things of different kind of heights and sizes. And so I thought this shape was quite interesting, and I thought it was a height that would go with a lot of things. So I picked that up as well. Also in Dunelm, I picked up a new set of bathroom towels. Now, these ones, I quite like the idea of having the fringed edge, and you don't see that very often. it's quite a kind of traditional, almost country style, which you might think is so far removed from what my style at home here is, which is really quite kind of contemporary, modern. But I quite like sometimes just throwing something in there that is completely different, that's kind of juxtaposition to the surroundings. So I think that these towels might look quite good in the contemporary bathroom, just to kind of switch things up a little bit. And I'm hoping that this colour is very close to the tile that I have in my bathroom. I haven't actually checked it yet, so I still need to go and check that out. So yeah, I got a set of towels, and I also picked up the bath mat, which it's a kind of nice knotty bath mat, which again, just looking to sort of mix up those textures and things, I think that would work. So the bath mat was £10, and the towels. Now, if you decide to go for something like this, just keep an eye on this. So the towels were marked at the shelf end. It said £6, but the towels were all marked £5. And similarly with that was the hand towel. And then similarly, the bath towel were all marked 12 at the shelf end, but the towels were all marked 11. And so I said to the girl on the till, and she took them off because that's what they were marked at. So yeah, watch out for that one if you end up getting buying those towels. After Dunelm, where did we go? Oh, B&M. And in B&M stores, I picked up, I've got my receipt here. What did I pick up in there? Oh yeah, so I picked up this little plant sprayer, which again, I thought maybe styled up on the, on a little riser on the kitchen island unit, or maybe in the corner of the kitchen. That would look quite nice, maybe beside a plant. It might be a faux plant. Maybe people might think that it's a real plant. But yeah, I did get the little kind of plant sprayer. And I also picked up this little vase that we saw at £6 with the kind of rib pattern. So this rib you're seeing everywhere just now. You're seeing it in glassware. It mirrors what we have going on in this room and next door, because we've got the kind of vertical ribbing on the wall treatment and on the unit doors through there. So it kind of ties in with that. But it is very on trend. The size and the shape of it I quite liked. You could have it just on its own, or you could have it with some foliage coming out of the top as well. So that was the two things that I picked up in B&M. And then from B&M we went into the range, which I loved. Now I have to say, out of everywhere I went yesterday, I think the range had the best selection overall. Between the biggest selection, a mix of, what was kind of on trend, and just a big selection and price point. If you've got the range close to you, then I would say definitely. If not, as I say, I'll try and link everything. They might be available online. But I did pick up 3 of these stems. Now, I always called them Gypsophila. Some people call them Gypsophila. I don't know, but it's the little flower with the little white flower. So I just thought that would be nice in a vase, either in the centre of my table or maybe on the island unit, just as a nice transition from kind of spring into summer. And the stems are kind of on wire, so you can sort of bend them, as you like. And these were only £1.99 each, which I think is an incredibly good deal. So I picked up 3 of those. I also picked up a couple of packs of the moss balls, which, as I said, they're marked as Easter decor, so you might have to run and try and grab some now before they all disappear off the shelves. But they're only £1.99 a pack, which again, I think is an incredibly good deal. And they're great for just adding that little touch of spring, summer about the place. Just pop them in a bowl, maybe on the centre of the table or on, a side table. I also got one of these packs of vase fillers with the kind of cream coloured balls. I remember the price of those. What were these? Yeah, £3.99 for this pack. So again, just those nice creamy whites, just to make things light for summer. I also did pick up 2 of these pillar candle holders, which are so heavy. They are cement. You're not going to be able to order these online, I don't think. I think you're going to have to be in store to get these. They must weigh about, oh, I don't know, 5 kilos each? Nah, maybe not as much as that. 3, 4, I don't know. But they are heavy. So yeah, I got one of these each. So I'm thinking maybe on the mantle, or maybe as kind of bookends, you could do it that way. Yeah, lots of different ideas for how to style these up. And the other thing that I picked up in the range was this bowl, which I think this was $7.99, and it just says Sofia textured bowl. Now, if I hold that up, I'm hoping that you're going to be able to get an idea of what that is like. It reminds me almost of a type of sort of coral or something like that. But yeah, I just thought this maybe in the centre of a table, or again, you could put it on the island unit. You could use it for putting things in, but I would be concerned that I don't think I would put the moss balls in it, because I would be concerned that the bits of greenery would get caught in the texturing. But yeah, I think it's just going to be a nice accent for giving you that light, bright, airy feel for spring and summer. So that was the textured bowl. And then from there, I went into HomeSense, TK Maxx, and I picked up this olive and thyme cutting board. Now, I'm not intending to use it as a cutting board. I'm going to style it in the corner of my kitchen. You could just style it, leaning against a backsplash, but I've got a black backsplash in a similar material, so it wouldn't really work. But there is a side wall that's white, so I could, lean it up against that wall. But I think I'm going to have it flat, and you could style it with, maybe put a candle, something like this with a candle and a little plant on it. Or you could put something like this and a plant, lots of different options. But yeah, I'm going to style it up that way. So this was $7.99. The other thing that I got was a cushion, and I'm kind of wishing that I'd picked up two. I think they had two of them. I've got I forgot about one basket that I have, but I've got another one out in the hallway under my hall table. And I usually just have a throw spilling out of it, and I kind of like to put a cushion in it that's a bit seasonal. So although this has got black, there's a lot of black accents in the hall, but it's the fact that it's got that kind of linen-y texture in the background that I thought it just says summer to me when I see like soft linens. So I thought that that would work quite well as a kind of seasonal cushion in the basket. And last but not least, I picked up this throw. Now, I got this throw for this sort of area here. It's hopefully the same sort of kind of almost like a buttermilk colour as the kitchen units and the island unit. It's got that sort of, it's almost like a kind of muslin feel, slightly thick, and yeah, just the material of it says sort of spring, summer to me. So I thought this would work quite well in this area here. And this one was, I think, $29.99. This is it's Pour La Maison. It's a Jeff Banks throw. So I thought this would work well in here. And as I said, I think out of everywhere I visited yesterday, the range came out the best. I think kind of, take homes from this, type of video probably are that you have to be brave enough to take the thing away from the store, take it home, try it in your own home, get it away from all of those hundreds and hundreds of options, in these sort of big box budget stores. You need to get it out of there. You need to get it home, try it in your own environment just to really see, what it looks like. And, be prepared that you might need to take things back every now and then, but I think it's definitely worth it, when you get it right. And the more you do it, the better at it you'll get. You'll be able to judge more and more when you're in the store whether it's something that's going to work for you, when you get home. I don't always get it 100% right. Sometimes I'll have a color that's a bit off. I'll be so sure that that is the color of, something that it's going to match with and it's way off, or I'll get the scale wrong. I'll think, that it's going to fit in a spot, but it's too big or too small. But as I say, the more you do it, the more you're able to do it and visualize that thing that's on the shelf there in amongst everything else in your own home and how you're going to style with it. Practice makes perfect, as they say. So hope you've enjoyed it. Hope you've got something out of it, and I will see you in the next video.